Just a little introduction, if you give me permission. I would like to make President Ali Koch words my words, thanking every Fenerbahce supporter that came here yesterday, and even the ones that from home were celebrating the fact that I joined the club. I want to thank them all. The second thing is I'm here on the middle because the president made the joke of changing positions, but he should be here in the middle. I should be there. And I used to joke and saying many times, I am Jose Mourinho. In this moment, I want to say from now, I am Fenerbahce coach. That's the way I want to be. If I could understand the question, I try to answer in the correct way because I didn't understand the question so well, but basically, the first person that contacted me was Mario Branco, which of course you know that is Fenerbahce sports director and by consequence President Ali Koch, sports director. That was my first contact with the club, and that was the trigger for my attention, my trigger for my interest in becoming Fenerbahce coach later. If I could understand something about the market, lots of rumors always when I am in any club. I understand that Fenerbahce is not different, but the reality, the truth, is that I never spoke about one single player for a possible transfer market. Everything was about the project. Everything was about the stability I want to find. Now we move a little bit in the direction of profiles that we need to improve the team, but not at all I ever spoke about a name with anyone. And just to try to be even more direct, names of my previous players, of my previous club, I want to make it 100% my words. I have zero interest in every player or any player from AS Roma, zero interest. So anything about transfer market, I completely agree with President Ali Koch. It's not time to rush, it's not time to feed emotions, it's not time to act emotionally. It's time to be calm and to make the things right, which is what we try to do.
When you made your decision to sign with Fenerbahce, it was claimed that you called Mr. Yildirim and asked for his permission, was the last part of his question.
No. I don't ask.
Sorunun son kısmını cevaplıyor. Onay aldınız mı kısmını Fenerbahçe'nin imzalamak için?
No. I was a free coach without connection with any club. I didn't need to ask permission to anyone. I have a family. I consult my family. I listen to my family. I have special friends. I have agents, and nobody tells me what to do, and nobody gives me permission to do or not to do. They advise me, but no, not true, not true at all. I had, of course. We don't hide. I don't hide. We had contacts with Mr. Yildirim, but the truth is that, of course, I didn't ask permission to sign the contract with Fenerbahce. No.
The question is, in the event Mr. Yildirim was elected, will you work with Mr. Yildirim? Of course.
I am Fenerbahce Thank you. I am Fenerbahce coach for the next 2 years. So the answer is no more than that. So the answer has to be yes, I work for Fenerbahce. But I signed the contract with Fenerbahce in a moment where the president was and is Mr. Ali Koch, where the sports director was and is Mario Branco, and the stability, the project, the organization level that I could confirm in the past 2 days, I could confirm this morning going to a training ground where I work in big clubs, as you know, and the level of our training ground is very, very good. And when I think about stability and when I think about responsibilities and when I think how difficult it's going to be the next weeks where our players, a big percentage of our players are in the Euros, and we have to start the pre-season in 2 weeks' time, and we have to try to prepare a club, a team to play qualifiers. That level of stability, that level of organization was fundamental in my decision. So I am Fenerbahce coach. I will always give my best to Fenerbahce fans because in the end they are the soul of the football club. But I signed my contract with the president and with Marius through their project.
Wishing you success, coach. Both Jorge Jesus and Ismail Kartal, as well as Ali Koch in his many statements, always refers to the fact that the reality of Turkish football at best can be questioned, and the way the refereeing, the way the cards are giving, the lack of fair competition. Just like Mr. Koch yesterday said, the real champion of the last season is Fenerbahce. Has anybody informed you about the state of the competition on and off the field in Turkey? And what do you think about it? What do you know about the Turkish league?
In Portugal, we have Turkish League Live. So our Sport TV has the Turkish League Live with 2 matches per weekend. And even before I had any connection with Fenerbahce, I was following quite regular. I have, as a coach and as a person, I have good things, I have also bad things. One of the good bad things is that I bring attention with me.
Good bad thing.
Good bad thing. I bring attention with me. So more people in Europe will follow the Turkish league. Yesterday I told, I don't know if you understand it right, but I told I'm coming to work for the Turkish football. I'm coming to work for the Turkish Super League, but fundamentally I come to work to Fenerbahce. So my wish is that Turkish football improves at every level. My wish is that Turkish Super League is getting better all the time. But if I have to stand and if I have to raise my voice to defend Fenerbahce, I will not think twice.
Welcome to Turkey. You personally stated that one of the first transfer offers came to you from Fenerbahce, and I'm sure you followed Fenerbahce since. What have you viewed, and what do you think, what kind of a game plan will fit Fenerbahce?
The first thing I notice is that your questions are very long. You speak too much for a question. A question should be short, so we have more questions and more answers, long questions. First of all, I want to, in relation to your answer, I want to wish Ismail Kartal the best for his career, and to thank him for what he did for the club before my arrival. It's not ethic from me to make any comment about last season. I think it's ethical and it's correct what we are doing, which is to share our opinions in our private table. It's ethic for Ismail, it's ethic for the players. I want the players to trust me. I want the players to know that I am very honest, very direct, sometimes not the nicest guy, but always honest with them. And honesty is not to make any comments outside. We are working together. Their opinions are very important for me because, of course, President, Coach, and Mario, they are here. I just arrived, and as I always say, I need time to know players. I need time to understand how far I can change dynamics. And if you think we start training on the 22nd, 23rd, 4 weeks later we have a qualification match. 8 players are not here. 8 players are in the Euros and then on holiday. It's not possible for me to make changes when I arrive and in a short period of time to make changes for the beginning of the season. So it has to be progressively. But of course, we are different coaches. We think different. President and Mario, of course, in the right, correct way, want to improve the team. And then, step by step, as I was saying, in a sustainable way. And sometimes sustainability is not just about money. Sustainability is also about ideas and the stability at ideas level. We go step by step. And for sure, we are going to have a strong team to, as I was saying yesterday, to try to fulfill the supporters' dreams.
What kind of goals and targets will you give to the fans for Europe? And not only for Europe, for Fenerbahce fans to be happy at the end of the season. What kind of championship hopes, promises will you give?
0 promises. But a huge commitment and passion and work and empathy in relation to them, and the way to express that is to work the way we are going to work. Yesterday I used the expression, the shirt is going to be my skin, is an expression, but is an expression that defines my mentality, defines the mentality I want everyone in the club to have. So, no promises. But it's obvious that the main target, the main dream is to win the Turkish Super League, having the utmost respect to the clubs that won in previous years, 3 different clubs, if I'm not wrong. But we want to fight for that, is our main target. Europe, when people look at me, people think I did 6 finals, I won 5 of them. People think immediately big, but I think we have to go step by step. And of course, the qualifications and the playoffs are going to be hard, especially because we have no time to prepare. I'm going to say something that maybe I shouldn't say, but I wish that our players in the Euro, they go out early and they come home to have a rest, and they come to us to train, because we need to prepare the team. But step by step, we see. Hopefully, we are going to be in the new Champions League. Of course, Europa League give you more chances of doing something big, but the main target is to try to play Champions League groups. Yeah, the document is real, and that document goes a little bit against what is normally the nature. The nature normally in a meeting is the coach presenting a document to the club, the coach trying to show the club that his ideas are their ideas. This time it works the opposite way. It was a club document that they made for me to try to explain me what the club was. The social dimension of the club was something that I knew. I even played against Fenerbahce when I was at Manchester United, so I knew. But the level of organization of a certain project had an impact on me. And then comes the second part of it. What is ambition and what is, safe place and comfortability. My house is in London. To have a London club to fight to be 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and to try to make a miracle and qualify for Europa League, is that ambition? Everybody knows I love Italy. To have a team in Italy where you have to make a miracle to win an European competition, and you stay always between 5th, 6th, and 7th, is that ambition? Just because I love Italy? To be in Portugal? To be at home, to visit my mom every day, is that ambition? Ambition is to play to win. Ambition is to feel the heat. Ambition is to feel the pressure of you have to win every match if you want to be champion. And this is the reality of Fenerbahce. For me, Fenerbahce means ambition. They have a project as a club. Now I have to say we have a project as a club. Our fans, they have their dreams, and that for me, to accept it, means ambition, means that I'm not in my comfort zone. And if I could start training tomorrow, and if I could play next weekend, especially in here, I would start tomorrow and I would play in the weekend. So the project had an impact on me, and now is my time to have an impact on the project.
Keep that woman in your... Recognize that face. She's a serious journalist, and she does serious work. And she has a serious question. Welcome to Turkey and Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce fans are excited, are passionate, but at the same time, extremely impatient. Unfortunately, due to this impatience, in the last 50 years, we have not had sustainable durations with head coaches, quick changes. A club that has almost won a European championship in almost every branch it competes in. This hasn't happened in football. How are you going to teach the Fenerbahce fans to be patient?
Winning. You cannot teach what doesn't belong to the culture. And that culture makes it funny. I think it's for the president, it's for the director, it's for the board to be stable, to be patient, and to be balanced, but not the fans. The fans, they have to be crazy. The fans, they have to be demanding. The fans, they have to put pressure on us. If the players cannot cope with the pressure, they're not good enough to play for Fenerbahce. So I want that passion. I want to feel it. But I want them to believe in everything. So if at home, minute 85, we are losing, I want them to believe that until minute 90-something, we can still win. So support the team. Play with us. Play with us. Be part of it. And if they play with us and they are part of it, they belong to it. They feel that we are also winning, we are also losing. But let's win much more times than losing. So I think it's for this side of the club to be balanced, but it's for them to stay with that passion, because that passion is also part of my motivation. I hope we can still score some goals in the last minute and I can run to the crowd. I still hope that happens many times. I can run still, eh?
99 points, 99 goals, and no championship. What kind of a game plan are you promising to get the championship? And to me, the question is, 6 years ago, you said you don't understand my dreams of Fenerbahce. Yes, there were financial limitations to fulfill your dreams. At this point where you are, how close are you to your dreams is the question to me. I'll let you answer the first question.
I think 99 points and 103, if I'm not wrong, to the team that won the league. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. That gap is not good. So hopefully next season we have a better league with more balance, with lots of other teams fighting for top positions. And if they cannot reach it, at least to close the gap, because close the gap improve the competition, and improve the competition is better for everyone. So if I can have less than 99 points and win the title, that's what I want.
Very quickly, everybody's talking about potential transfers, but nobody's talking about who may leave the team. Are there players that you absolutely want them to stay in Fenerbahce? And the next question is about your staff. How many people will you be coming with?
Again, players to leave is the same as players to come. It's about respect. It's about being honest with them. And I don't think it's for them to get news from the news and to have their names discussed on the press. I think Director Mario agrees with me. The President always showed me being very correct, being very honest in his approach. I think it's for us to discuss, it's for us to meet the players, it's for us to be open with them, and for you, the same way you should know players to come after the players are signed, correct? The players, you should know the players to leave exactly on the same way. We have to try to be as private as we are, knowing the culture, knowing the way you are, knowing the speculation. The first speculation was Lukaku, Dybala. I don't want Lukaku, I don't want Dybala. So we know how the work is done, but we are going to have lots of respect for the people to go. In relation to the staff, I think the only important thing is that I am the boss. I am the boss of that staff. Who they are, how many they are, I don't think that's important. They will work for me, they will work for the club, and they will be of course, high-quality people, because I always work with high-quality people. Of course, there will be time for you to know them. You will see them, we will inform you, but it's no time for that. No time for that. I'm a bit selfish at that level. I want the whole attention for myself. And with the President's permission, after 20 years of football, this is the longest press conference of my career.
Welcome to Turkey. Are there any agreements between you and the club concerning your image rights? Not yours, his.
So we have to tell the truth. The truth is that my image rights are my image rights, and my sponsors, my brands, are my sponsors, my brands. But as I was saying before, I am now Fenerbahce coach. So anything that Fenerbahce needs me to share with them, to participate with the club in new sponsors, in new income, I will do it. I will do it for the club, because that's my club. So I will do it. So you will see the same brands that I'm connected with. You will see the same partnership. Turkish Airlines, they were very, very lucky because they signed me before. They were very, very lucky because I would be much more expensive. So they were very, very lucky. But I will do for the club. Anything the club wants from me, any connection that the club needs me, to have more income and to be connected with the best brands, I'm more than happy, because as I was saying, from now on, I'm not Jose Mourinho. From now on, I am Fenerbahce coach.
Welcome to Turkey, the special one, and here is the club that you know in Turkey that we are always having pride and honor in also international areas as well. So I will make it short that I understand you. Do you have any idea to transfer for young players and Real Madrid that you played, that you worked with 3 seasons from 2010 to 13, and Arda Güler, we have a star that Fenerbahce created, Arda Güler, you know, and he just like won the championship cup. So do you think about the transfer for young player, and is there any idea that if you're going to work with Arda Güler in the future in Fenerbahce?
Do you have any plans to work with Arda Güler in the future in Fenerbahce is the question.
If he wants to come. But honestly, when you are in Real Madrid and you are the European champion, you are going to play the World Cup clubs, you are young, I don't think he is in his mind to come back. But if he loves the club, he grew up in the club, he loves the club, and he wants to come on a free loan, and if Real Madrid pays 75% of the salaries, we don't say no.
As you know, there's a foreign player limitation in Turkey, which has recently changed. How will this impact your transfer policies and strategies?
That's why he pays a lot of money to a good technical director to resolve these problems.
What do you do in a press conference where there are so many questions and only a small part is answered? How do you manage the disappointment of the journalists?
I beg them to let me have a good lunch and go.
Okay. It's an honor for me to ask you a question, since I've been following you since childhood.
You are calling me old guy.
Son kısmını söyle, yazdım okuyamadım.
Fenerbahçe'nin Mourinho'yu sahada özel kılacak ne olacak?
What you are named the special one. Once you're in Fenerbahce, what's going to make you continue be the special one when you're on the field in Fenerbahce?
It's a good question. I have to reach the fans' dreams. If I make them happy, I'm special. That's as simple as that. I don't like sabbatical years. I don't like holidays. I don't like to work in clubs without ambitions. But then I know to do special, you have to do something special for the fans, something special for them. Is to give them happiness. To give them happiness is win matches. If you win more matches than your opponents, you win titles. So that's my job. That's also my ambition. As I was saying, that's also my dream.